Yo, huh? Yeah, we finna react to this video, this Jeff Teague video. Uh, Dwight Howard says he deserved NBA MVP over Derrick Rose in 2011. I'm gonna hear what he got to say though, and then we're gonna go from there, bro. We'll see, bro. I don't know about all that. The Dwight Howard ain't no bum, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, he cold, but we gonna see if he MVP cold, bro.
To our YouTube Club 520, we clowning on that mom.
Just hit the button.
God, don't ask more questions.
Subscribe.
Yo, shout out Jeff T.
Crazy back then, just to be mentioned with Kobe and Bron.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
in the
all
MVP
like,
talks.
yeah.
He rolled the commercial. They supposed to have that finals.
Come on, no, they just love you for that, boy. You fuck up a whole
Nike,
Nike campaign.
yeah.
Oh, you talking about the?
They had the puppets and shit.
I made my own puppet. Hell, I still got him at the crib.
Since you brought up MVP, I know that Derrick Rose, what you said, he was number 2
That year.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose.
Got it. So everybody in the comments like, man, you wasn't getting that shit over D Rose. What y'all think?
Nah, you wasn't getting that shit over D Rose.
All hail to the White
Nah.
House.
What happened that year? Why he should have got it?
Bro, he had that Bulls team rocking, bro. It was number 1.
And you had to go.
Yeah, he fucked
Oh, they had Boozer.
They had a good team.
They had a good squad.
I'm gonna stop you right there. We did not have Boozer. Boozer did not show up and do what he was supposed to. We gave that man a lot of money, and he was not what we thought he was gonna be, bro. But despite all that, I hear point guards talking about D Rose giving them the Rose flu, bro. The Rose flu. Imagine being a basketball player and people saying they sick just so they don't got to match up against you. That's crazy work, bro. I would have gave him the MVP alone off that. I ain't never heard of the Dwight Howard flu. No shade to Dwight Howard, though, because he one of my favorite players.
All right, it wasn't
You
just.
did too.
Nah, it was just him.
It was not him.
It was
man.
maybe Joakim Noah and Luol Deng, but like I ain't gonna lie, like bro, I was in my living room watching these games live, so we had like Keith Bogans knocking down some threes, you know what I'm saying? It was before like Jimmy Butler and all that stuff, bro. But like, hey, we was in the living rooms, turned boy, what?
When he got hurt,
Boozer.
they good players, but it was all because of Pooh though. Like
Facts.
Pooh made the injury, like he was injured.
He
If they
was
ain't
the
had
losing
him,
card.
bro, it wasn't even
And
close.
he had the city cracking. I think that
He's the glue, bro. Because you think about it, you take him out, our next best scorer is Luol Deng. Luol Deng. That's all I'm gonna say. Luol Deng wasn't trash. Heck of a defender. But the first scoring option, mind you, this pre-Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler came in like 2013. And even then, he wasn't a star out the gate. So our number 1 scoring option would have been Luol Deng. Imagine you in the locker room, the scouting report say, lock in on Luol first. That's shaky. It's shaky.
that goes to the effect to his effect of being at the crib and pulling the Bulls back up like that.
Yeah, after
That's the same
Mike.
thing with the Magic, bro. We did the same thing.
Nah, I ain't saying you did
The
this
White,
already.
No,
you did your big one, bro. But that
That
atmosphere
shit was
different,
crazy, bro.
In Chicago?
Yeah, it's just a
imagine
better market.
Mm-hmm.
See, I knew that was gonna happen, bro. Skip. What the deuce? They don't have my best interest in mind. Skip.
He was just excited. He was a small guard, bro. And they, like bro said, bro, they was number 1, bro, in the league. It was
Facts.
That's good.
That's another thing, bro. MVP, most valuable player. Who got their team in the best position for a title run? And if you number 1 seed in the East, this Miami Heat LeBron and them, they number 1. Imagine being the number 1 team against the big 3, bro. Come on now. Hey, come on, man.
Good that y'all said that. So Shea or Jokic this year.
This year, it's gotta be Shea.
Yeah.
This video.
Shay's gonna win.
He got
With
it.
Jokic is the MVP.
Shea got to win.
He got
Jokic having
Shea
his best
gotta
year he
win.
ever had.
But last
Shea
year,
got to win.
they
Yeah,
told
but-
Shea that he has to do more, and he should got MVP last year.
He should have gotten it.
Denver best record in the league.
That's the NBA problem though, bro. Is they behind on their MVPs? Like, it's pity MVPs, not in the sense of like these players don't deserve it, bro, but in the sense of like y'all are late. They were supposed to get it this year and y'all didn't. Now y'all trying to make up for what y'all missed out on last year. Y'all should have been on top of things, bro. Now the MVP race is all messed up. But I feel like this year they did the right thing because look what the Thunder is. They in the finals and the Nuggets at home, and they low key waited to see who was gonna win between the two. But I mean, yeah, Shea deserved it, bro.
Should have got
But
MVP
he has
last
to
year.
get it. We know that Joker's the best player in the league. Nobody gonna argue that.
Yeah.
But this is SGA.
I'll argue
The
it.
average of
I'm a
triple
Giannis
double,
fan.
though, that shit.
Bro, he's one of the coldest. He's one of the best centers of all time. There's no question.
Facts.
So SGA gotta get the MVP, bro.
Oh, I'm definitely
They
gonna
out
get
of
a
pocket.
He
testimony
gonna
video.
win MVP.
He got to.
But D Rose that year, bro.
Hey, testimony video coming soon, bro. If you're not a follower of Christ, tune in to this video. If you are a follower of Christ, tune in, bro. Let's talk, bro.
Like people had to link up to beat him.
Yeah.
Bron
Still
had to go.
wasn't beating the Magic.
They went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
When he got hurt though, they still was number one like the next year, I think.
Who?
Nah, hell nah.
I think they,
Who was number one? Hey, not the Bulls. Not the Bulls.
that's when Jimmy Butler had.
He probably
brought
something
him to
with
his-
Jordan.
No, he did. Jimmy was
Yeah.
not a
They
star
was-
out the
they
gate.
was Still top in tops in the
They was
East.
still a top
They were so
10.
solid.
I
They
think
wasn't
it was
one, though.
Robinson that was hooping that year and shit, but it wasn't the same, bro.
I mean, take you off the Orlando Magic
I
chain.
ain't, they ass too.
Yeah.
Not ass, but they would.
Nah, they chopped.
cold.
They
If
chopped.
you don't play though, like,
If you don't play the
who was your backup center? Gortat.
Marcin
was
Gortat.
good
He
too.
was a great backup. Shout out to Marcin.
Even on Phoenix,
Yeah, 'cause I watched
Gortat was
that
tough.
for a minute. They had a crazy pick and roll.
Man, that
Washington.
what they call that pick and
The
roll?
Gortat screen. That
Yeah,
shit,
he got his own screen name. That's cold
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
To be in the league and have a screen or whatever name after you, that's pretty tough.
Facts.
He was clothesline niggas on the screen.
You think you should have got the MVP over D
He
Rose?
said he was clothesline.
I'm gonna be, yeah.
Dwight.
I
Dwight.
can't say that. I thought that was my year.
But this the problem though. The White was cold, bro. That's why I'm like, but I think I'm biased because I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. But at the same time, it's like, if you take D Rose out, you take Dwight out. What team gonna be better? I don't know. That's tough. They both suck.
I thought that was my year. I mean, obviously, I ain't gonna never hate on D Rose because that's my dog. He's been with Adidas. That's when we first started. Kicking it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was like, dang, I thought that was my year, bro. I thought that was our year.
You know what's crazy? I think, and this is obviously a crazy hypothetical. If you did that in Atlanta, they would have gave you the MVP. I think the city effect that he had, obviously he played for now, but the way that he brought that city up and that support behind him was
Low key though, I think they did miss that MJ like vibe. So I mean, I feel like when it comes to MVP, don't nobody really care because it's as far as like publicity. But when it comes to championship, like I'm not gonna hold you, bro. The Pacers not winning. I could be wrong though. Don't quote me on that, but the Pacers probably not gonna win, bro. Just because it's Pacers and Thunder. They really both not that big city teams like the Lakers, the Heat. They not big city like that. But it's Shea, bro. An MVP, it only makes sense. It only makes sense. And I think the Pacers had a solid run in the East, bro. But I think a statistic showed the Thunder like 29-1 versus Eastern Conference teams.
so crazy.
Yeah.
They was damn near like undeniable. Because that was a basketball city that missed Jordan. And they just like, oh, we got the next
We
one.
got
And
the
he
next
from here.
one. Told
He
you.
gonna save her type shit.
Told
And
you.
I can
it didn't have
understand
he
that.
was killing either.
So what was the biggest snub MVP snub to y'all?
The year Steve Nash won, even though I think Shaq should have won. And they gave it to Steve Nash, I think it was. Something like that. That was I think that was one of the biggest snubs. But let's see what they say.
It gotta be.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash got
Yeah,
two
I was gonna
MVPs,
say that one.
Hey, I swear I ain't watched this video yet, bro. I swear, but that was it, bro.
I was gonna say that one.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, that's
Who's supposed to win, bro?
The biggest snub.
Shaq could have got one of them.
Shaq could have won
I was
that.
gonna
Told
say
you.
Shaq and the Kobe one.
Yeah, Shaq or Kobe should have got them MVPs.
Yep.
but-
Shaq should have won there.
Hey, shout out Steve Nash though, bro. But I don't. Hey, bro, you loud for no reason.
Every year?
Damn,
In
nigga, he
the
was
early
close.
2000s, bro.
Every year you should have won
In the
MVP.
early 2000s? Yes.
That-
For him to only have ones out of
And
pocket,
Kobe
bro.
only got
That's
one.
So
why.
why you
got
think?
the
Why
MVP.
you only think he got one?
I don't know, bro. Because it's bullshit.
Because Jokic got
Yo.
one full and
But
Bro,
he
it's
really
devastated.
killed the playoffs though.
Yeah, was he
Like,
killing in the regular season?
He killed, but
I mean, the documentary
He
came out and
was-
said he was
Yeah,
supposed to
bro.
kill something to kill.
yeah, he killed in the playoffs. Though.
He was still
like,
Shaq. He gonna get
yeah.
25 and 10.
I mean, but y'all know who I am, though, bro. Shaq, yeah, because I mean, shit, they don't give you the MVP till what? Damn near the finals.
But it's for the season though.
It's fun. They,
That's the thing, bro. It's a regular season award, and I felt like even this year they based it all since the Thunder and the Nuggets matched up. They based it off of who was killing during that series. It ain't about that. It's about the regular season. And if we being completely honest, bro, Shea had his Thunder at the #1 seed. Best record in the NBA. Could be wrong though. I gotta do my research, but hey, call a spade, bro.
what is the actual rules on it? Because it seemed like every year it switch up.
Facts.
It's supposed to be regular season announced in the postseason, but everybody feels like so we be like, all right, if the MVP loses in the first round, he might not get MVP.
Yeah, told you.
They need to switch all that up.
Yeah, and the qualifications of it. Just, I think it should be who the most important player on the team. Like, if we take this player on the team.
Who the most important player on the best team in the NBA? Like, I'm talking about if this player ain't there, if this player got hurt, this team's probably not in the playoffs.
How good would this team be realistically? I think that's how the MVP should be.
I mean,
Like,
but that's every team though.
nah, bro.
That mean everybody gonna have damn near an MVP candidate.
Nah, not
If your
really.
team is like top 5,
But I'm saying like Jokic, however you say his name.
I'd say top
Jokic,
2 teams.
Yeah, one
Take
team.
him off the team, bro. They mid, bro.
but you take
If you take Jason Tatum off the Celtics,
you
they
take
cool.
Jalen Brunson off the Knicks.
Yeah,
They
it's
cool.
quiet.
Playoffs.
Hell no.
Nah, it's quiet.
What?
You said it's curtains for him?
It's playoffs, but it's not
Campaign is the
No,
point guard.
the
for
seed.
Knicks.
They're not finishing in the
They
same
out
season.
too.
Campaign, the strongest left-handed. He's so left-handed. It's
That nigga
crazy.
shoot from his ankle.
And I only say that, bro, because the East was not what they should have been. The 76ers, disappointing. Paul George, Maxey, and Embiid. What happened there? I have no idea. They might trade Embiid. Quote me on that. Who gonna pick him up? I have no idea. Who else in the East? Miami. Soon as they lost Jimmy, it was over with, boy. Who else? The Grizzlies was hooping, bro, but injuries. And a lot of East teams is injuries, bro, and that's why it is what it is.
That's the day when Jalen got fouled out was over.
Yeah, bro. It's. I think you should at least be maybe top 3 seed because I mean y'all not gonna get nobody MVP that's averaging 30 and that is 7 seed.
Yeah.
I mean, Jokic won it one year. That was like the 6th. They gave MVP to players that team wasn't top 5.
It rarely happened, but I mean the way that he dominated was undeniable too at that time period.
So I think KG could have got it a couple more times too, bro.
In Minnesota?
Yeah, KG used to kill in Minnesota. They just wasn't
He
winning.
got it.
Then you're not an MVP.
They just wasn't winning, bro.
MVPs are just really hard to come by.
Man, y'all ever gonna get a new phone and be like, man, this is a good
Bro,
product.
you gotta hear me out though. Most valuable player. If your team ain't winning, how valuable are you to the organization, bro? How valuable are you to the organization?